Hey y'all, welcome to Paige's Perspective, where I help you find your inner strength to cope with life. Okay, so this week we are going to discuss regulating the nervous system. I see this stuff everywhere. There's a lot of social media accounts that touch on this. There's a lot of therapists that touch on it. There's a lot of information out there that is there's just so much on it. And I'm just going to keep it pretty short and sweet for y'all this week. And I was inspired by a video that was posted on TikTok. And it was this woman who had these like bouncy shoes on. I don't know what they're called. I've always wanted to try it. It's like they look like rollerblades, but you work out in them and it looks really fun. I would totally bust my ass and probably break my ankle, but I don't care. It looks like a fun time. But anyway, she's wearing those. She's got one of those like red face masks on. She's reading some type of crystal Bible book, and she's got these symbols that she's playing with that like make a sound. And the caption, it says, "Me regulating my nervous system with everything but new choices." What does that mean? Set boundaries, block them, pursue joy, make new choices, be as protective of your nervous system as it is of you. Quit trying to heal in environments that are hurting you. Your nervous system won't allow you to gaslight yourself. You got this. I love you. There's a time and place for practicing things. And we always talk about self-care, and we discuss how important it is to do things for yourself to make sure that you feel good about yourself. And yes, it does help temporarily, but let's be real here. No amount of yoga, deep breathing, meditation, reading is going to fully calm your nervous system if you're still waking up every day to chaos, toxicity, or a lot of stress. The practices are going to be helpful in the moment. Sure, they're going to help for that. And they can also help you build your self-esteem up so that you can make better decisions and choices. But they are not the end of it. They're like a Band-Aid on a wound. But if you don't stop the thing that's causing the wound, your nervous system is just going to keep taking hit after hit. You're going to stay in fight or flight mode. You're going to feel like you can't relax or you can't chill. Something has to change. It can be your mindset. It can be all these other things. It's getting out of your environment because our nervous system learns from our environment. You know, think about trying to relax in a room that is on fire, that's constantly on fire. And breathing exercises are going to slow your heart rate for a bit, but the fire's still burning, right? That's what it's like staying in unhealthy relationships or a job that like completely drains the life out of you, or any situation that makes your body feel unsafe. Our nervous system is meant to make us feel safe. So if you're constantly going in fight or flight mode, there's a reason for it. Something has to change. And your nervous system adapts to that chaos, and it's going to stay in the high alert, the ready to fight, the run, or it's going to completely shut down. And temporary calm isn't the same as healing. So these practices is not the same as healing the wounds. When you lean into them alone, you might feel better for an hour or two. You might feel better even a little bit longer than that. But if you go right back into the same stress-filled environment, your nervous system has to gear up again. It's like trying to take a nap in the middle of a construction site. You can only do so much. And change brings safety, and safety is what brings healing. And the hard truth is that you can't just manage these situations. Like, we don't need to just manage them. Our nervous system is not going to allow us to. Eventually, it's going to come back and bite us in the ass. We need to eliminate the things that are causing us excessive stress every day. Yes, stress is part of life. We learn to manage stress. We learn to deal with it. But if there's something that you're involved in that makes you feel really, really unsafe, your nervous system knows that it's making you feel unsafe. And, you know, this could be setting boundaries with someone who constantly pushes you, or, you know, leaving behind that job that's eating you alive. Or walking away from a relationship where, you know, you're always on edge. And these are not easy choices. It's not easy. This is hard. But they're the ones that signal your nervous system that you're safe now. And the practices that we discuss, like coping mechanisms, we talk about it all the time. I think it's really important for everybody to be doing this no matter what situation you're in, because like I said, it builds up some resilience. It helps you find who you are. It's going to give you a temporary relief, but that's not the end of it. You those practices are going to work better when you actually feel safe. When you actually create a life that feels stable and supportive, that's when they're going to click in an even bigger way. Meditation doesn't have to fight against, constant triggers anymore. Breathing exercises don't feel like a last-ditch effort to keep it together. Instead, they become tools to maintain your peace, not fight for it. But mindfulness, yoga, journaling, exercises, all the things that we say are so important for you, they are amazing. Keep doing them. Keep posting about them. Keep pushing yourself to do them, but don't mistake them for a substitute for the real work of making change. They can help you cope, but only you can give yourself the safety your nervous system is actually asking for. And that goes with changing your thought patterns. That's doing therapy. That's recognizing your worth. It's empowering yourself. It's making the hard decisions that are going to make your body feel safe. And I know that a lot of this it's almost like a spectrum. So we talk about gentle self-care in our earlier episode about self-care and how it's like, okay, just brushing your teeth is amazing self-care, brushing your hair, getting up, doing things. And then you build upon that and you make it better. And then you work on your emotional self-care, you work on your mental self-care, you work on your physical, your environmental, all these things. And it doesn't happen immediately, but don't rely on those things to fix the problems. Those problems are still going to be there even when you're doing these things. It's almost a form of avoiding in a way. And this, whenever you start to make the bigger choices and you start to really change and shift, that's going to be later on within your self-care. So this might be for those that are further along on their journey. And then those that are not ready to really, jump ship or do what they need to do to make their body feel safe, keep doing these practices. But please know that if nothing changes within your environment and the things that are causing you the stress, like if your partner hasn't worked on their sobriety and actually being in recovery, if they're still actively using and they are actively, lying and doing these things that are harming you, these practices are not going to help you long term. It's going to be a way of avoiding the problem, but it also helps build you up. So there's a lot of gray area, two thoughts at once here. But again, just remember that these practices are temporary relief and it's not the permanent solution. Keep them up, keep doing them. But the real way to regulate your nervous system is making very difficult choices to help your body feel safe, to help your mind feel safe. And you guys are so strong. I've seen it. I see you every day. I love watching you grow. I love your self-care posts. I love all of the things that you're doing for yourself to help you navigate this life because it's really freaking hard. It's hard, but you got this. Keep listening, keep chiming in, keep going into the community, connect with others that are going through similar things, and it's going to help empower you and build you up. But remember that regulating your nervous system is going to mean changing your environment and shifting your thought patterns and your mindset and doing really, really hard work. So I hope that's somewhat helpful. I could talk on this for a long time, but I like to keep these short and sweet. And that's all I got this week. Until next time, I'm Paige. Bye.